People who can sleep 7 hours every night, what's your secret? I only drink caffeine if I drink any at all first thing in the morning. Caffeine messes me up if I drink it after 1 p.m. I also take a warm shower before I go to bed every single night. It helps me relax. I go to bed earlier than everyone else because it takes me a bit to actually fall asleep. My bed is comfortable, my sheets are 1,200 count, my blankets are super soft, and my pillows are just right. I had to build up to this. I used to wake up 4 or 5 times at night and have a hard time going back to sleep if I woke up. I do not take any medications to help me sleep. Rather than dwelling in hesitation and overthinking, I consistently prioritize taking proactive steps in my life. While I may have outlined plans, my approach involves initiating tasks promptly, allowing me to recalibrate as needed later on. This proactive mindset enables me to harness both my mental and physical energy effectively throughout the day. Achieving tangible progress by the end of each day not only instills a sense of accomplishment but also promotes restful and satisfying sleep every night. Exercise for tiredness and meditation to reduce stress. Some melatonin occasionally when things are rough. Blackout curtains. Also falling asleep at the same time every day no matter what. Just wanted to share that quantity doesn't mean quality for sleep. I know some people who sleep 5-6 hours are quite energetic restful of the day. I personally only need 6-7 hours max. So I would suggest getting deep sleep rather than amount of sleep. You should also check with your doctor if you gave sleep apnea. I learned a breathing technique years ago. Inhale through your nose for a 5 Mississippi count. Hold it in for a 5 Mississippi count and then exhale through your mouth for a 7 Mississippi. This does two things: concentrating on counting takes your mind off whatever you may be anxious about, and the fact you are exhaling 2 seconds longer than you are inhaling deprives yourself of air and will make you sleepy. It takes me less than 3 minutes to fall asleep and it infuriates my wife lol. I don't have an answer for you, but I will tell you one thing that I do that helps me get up in the morning. I wear my Apple Watch to sleep and use it as my alarm. Instead of waking up to a blaring loud alarm, I have it set to vibrate on my wrist to wake me up. It's a much more gentler way to get up to start the day. I also use my air purifier as a white noise machine. I set it to the highest setting when I sleep so the fan noise draws out any other sounds like cars and whatnot. Give birth to a future Olympian who's been running since 10 months old. Work full-time with people and their problems. Work out 5-6 days a week. I lift and do Pilates and yoga. Take a steamy shower at the end of the night and curl up with a good book. I barely make it through a few pages before I knock out. My life is exhausting and I mostly sleep well as a result. I don't always get 7 hours but easily can if my human alarm clock doesn't wake me up sooner. Embarrassed smiley face. I usually sleep 8 hours plus. I start work at 7:30 and I'm usually up for 7 a.m. I have kids who I wake for school, although older I just make sure they are up. They deal with themselves otherwise. I walk to work, which is a 20 minutes walk each way, and usually do another 45-minute walk on top of that for fitness reasons. I keep myself busy and find myself tired by 7 p.m. on weeknights. I am usually in bed by 9 p.m. sleeping for 10 p.m. There are a handful of things I've found. Mattress is huge. You have to have a good mattress that you find comfortable. Go to bed the same time every day as much as possible to keep your internal clock on schedule. I personally like the white noise machine that has various white noise options so you can pick the one that works for you. Put the electronics away including the TV and instead grab a book. I have no idea TBH, but I exercise every day. I don't drink alcohol, use sleeping mask on my eyes and try to be on the bed with my eyes closed for 8 hours per night. Also I try to meditate every day, but I have a hard time sticking to the habit. Even though I am depressed, anxious, sad, suicidal and drink a lot of coffee every day, not after 3 p.m. I am still able to sleep a lot, so maybe it is exercise. Key is to get in bed at 10 p.m. and sleep by 11 p.m., so you can be relaxed and freely browse on your tablet knowing you have a full hour to fall asleep. Organize your day accordingly. Make 9:50 p.m. a deadline for all of your activities. My case: I finished working at 5 p.m. remote, do house chores until 5:30 p.m., study until 8-9 p.m., then spend time with fiancé, cats, watch a movie, and bedtime. Daily exercise and meditation. I had major issues with insomnia that even prescription drugs couldn't help. Now if I exhaust my body and am able to dismiss stressful thoughts with meditation, I sleep 8 hours uninterrupted every night. If I don't exercise for more than a couple days in a row or stop meditating daily, I stopped being able to sleep. Sleep is great, but I think everyone's got a different internal clock. The only time I can really pull off 7 hours without making poor choices is physical exhaustion, good diet including no caffeine past 2 p.m., not eating right before bed, some meditation, smoke some weed, some melatonin, put the phone on the other side of the room. You mean without waking up or total? I sleep 8 hours a night. Wake up probably 7 times a night. Usually to rotate like a piece of beef on a skewer. I actually hate sleeping so deeply that when I open my eyes this morning, I feel like I've been robbed. I love waking up at 4 and being like yay more time to sleepy sleep. I teach kindergarten. It is extremely exhausting. On weeknights I don't make it much past 10. On weekends I go to sleep a little later but get to sleep, and I've just always been a pretty good sleeper since I was a baby. I have an occasional bad night here or there, but for the most part I'm consistent. Also, don't nap. Nothing to do the day after, no alarm, sleeping in the total dark. Also put that phone away from your bed, so you're not tempted to check it. And truly enjoy having the luxury of sleeping a lot and resting your body. Don't see it as a mandatory thing, that's more annoying than anything else. Sleep well. Magnesium before bed. Healthy diet and exercise. Strict sleep-wake schedule. Winding down before bed without a screen. All the textbook stuff. It works, just not immediately, give it a few weeks. I also dream every single night. Started this when I got sober and haven't looked back. Exercise every other day, walk my dog twice a day, have a mentally demanding job plus full-time school. I am consistently in a sleep by 8:30 p.m. and my dog wakes me up at 5 a.m. I easily sleep an average of 8.5 hours because I am both physically and mentally tired at the end of the day. Literally I lay down, close my eyes and am gone within minutes. My partner always gets amazed about how easy it is for me to fall asleep. My whole life I've been a sleepy person. I can sleep for up to 12 hours no problem. I don't even wake up to go to the bathroom or nothing. I'm a terrible sleeper and sometimes wouldn't be able to sleep at all. I started fasting and now only eat one healthy meal a day and exercise at the gym frequently. Sleeping has improved drastically but still not full 8 hours. Definitely cut out all the sugar and junk food though. I put on a podcast. I used to depend on weed for sleep, but the habit is just unhealthy for me personally and I found myself tired all the time. Kicked the habit. Jan 1 and the sleep has been trash, but somehow I still have way more energy and excitement for this world. I get so goddamn fucking tired during the rest of the 16 hours of the day. I know some people have serious problems with insomnia, but observations show me that some other people have serious problems with sitting around watching TV instead of wearing themselves out. Box fan. Box fan, box fawn, box fawn. No other kind of white noise is the same. Drowns out everything and keeps me asleep so much longer. Also blackout curtains, or if I'm sleeping somewhere else, I put a t-shirt over my face. Apparently I'm really sensitive to light. My problem is actually more in keeping awake. No drugs involved. It's becoming quite an issue, as well as I fall asleep everywhere and almost instantaneously. Even while riding motorbikes as a back ride. 9 hours of sleep, 4 hours afternoon nap is no fun. I've just always been a sleepy girl. I even slept 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. straight from the womb. On the flip side, I can't stay out late without it ruining my next day, and I was never been able to pull an all-nighter in college regardless of how badly I needed to. No phone past 7:30 p.m. I put it on the charger upstairs. Toddler goes to bed at 7:45 p.m. downstairs with husband. 7:45 8:30 p.m. upstairs to stretch for 30 minutes and then read until tired. Lights out by 10 p.m. unless sleepy enough before. Have a good sleep routine. Go to bed every day at the same time, and wake up at the same time. Once you've done that for a few weeks, your body will naturally get tired at your bedtime and will recognize when it's time to wake up. I just wake up naturally. No alarms. No anything. It's always around 7 hours, a bit more. Sometimes even just 6. Now my problem is if I need to sleep a little less because I need to do things, alarms won't wake me easily. Ever since last time I got COVID, I'm extremely tired and slept more hours than I was awake. Pretty much fighting it with coffee at this point throughout the day if I have stuff to do. Hope it's not some long-term thing. I take a sleep supplement that's herbal including melatonin. If I'm having a hard time getting settled, I'll take a Tylenol PM. But getting enough activity and not eating or drinking alcohol too close to bedtime also helps. Do physical work, engage in housework, participate in brisk walking, or perform other aerobic exercises during the day to make your body feel a little tired. Avoid using mobile phones half an hour before going to bed. 1. Exercise at least 30 minutes daily. 2. Exposed to sunlight during the day, don't forget sunscreen. 3. Go to sleep at the same time every night. 4. Try to make your room cool. 5. Don't use any kind of device before bed. When I was still dependent on dialysis, I was simply tired enough to sleep for 11 hours if I didn't have an alarm set. Also, you don't produce urine with broken kidneys, so you don't have to go to the toilet at night, going to sleep at the same time every single time. No phone, just sit there until I doze off. Over time, my doze off time come around faster and faster. Now, I'm out like a light the moment my head hits the pillow. Going to sleep at least 8 hours before you need to wake up really helps. For example, today I did not sleep at all because I reread it in Discord and I need to pack, take a shower, and catch a bus in an hour. Born that way, usually asleep within 5 minutes of going to bed and sleep through the night. On the rare occasions I can't sleep, it's due to not being able to shut down my brain due to work or personal stress. I slept 9 hours every night until I got on depression medication. Now I get only 7.5. My secret? Gilbert's syndrome. Primary symptom for me is stress, physical and mental exhaustion. More sleep. Unknown. It's a gift. I sleep anywhere, anytime. Coffee drinker. Alcohol drinker. No diff. My only problem is my 55 pounds hound who insists on sleeping on top me when she's not on top of my wife.